is ZEEKR, a self-owned EV brand of Chinese auto giant Geely. This is Lynk&Co, an early joint venture between Geely and Volvo doing fuel cars. Life was going okay with the two brothers doing businesses on their own, until this year. First was Lynk&Co, who unexpectedly launched two pure electric models. Then, just on yesterday, Geely announced the grand merger between them, with ZEEKR becoming Lynk&Co's biggest shareholder. This is big, actually, and a lot of work would come along the way. So I think it's just the right time for us to look back into the history for some answers to the present situation of the two brands. So we're here today with this Lynk&Co 01 and his owner, Charlie.
Hello.
He will just walk me through the past 6 years of his ownership of this car and to preface, this 01 is Lynk&Co's very first model, and it's a PHEV, as in plug-in hybrid. To stress its North Europe blood, they even named this light the Aurora. This is a compact SUV with pretty Lynk&Co style. This interior is not a bad piece though. It has one of the biggest infotainment display back at that time. It's internet available and it's kind of twisted, but it's precisely facing towards the driver. Very classic sporty car setting. And I really love this seat with the bucket shape and the use of the leather and the touch of the Alcantara. And you can see there's really a lot of leather used in this car. It's really nicely made. And I love this black and gray color scheme. It gives me that calm vibe. And the dash is definitely not minimalistic, but it's detailed. So now that's basically it, and we're gonna bring Charlie in to hear what he will say about his car. So Charlie, the very first question is, why do you buy this car?
7 years ago, the first reason, I need a green license plate because I worked in Chengdu 7 years ago. And 7 days, 1 week. If I drove a blue license plate, I have 1 day that I cannot drive my car.
Yeah, you'll be regulated. That's pretty understandable.
Yeah, the second reason is the west of Sichuan is very beautiful.
Yeah.
So on the weekend, I sometimes will go to the west of Sichuan to have travel. The condition of the road is very bad.
Yeah.
West of Sichuan.
Yeah, it got muddy. Yeah.
So I need an SUV. The third reason, compared to its competitor, such as BYD and Great Wall, P8. Now maybe you never heard of this car.
Yeah.
BYD is too old-fashioned for me, and the Great Wall, the interior is too commercial. Because 7 years ago, I'm 23 years old, so I need a car. The appearance are more fashion, and the Lynk&Co is special brand because at that time the Chinese consumer are very concerned about the quality of the Chinese brand. Yeah, your parents, your relatives will tell you, don't choose the Chinese brand. It's low price, low quality. There will be many problems when you drive it.
Yeah, that's why the Toyota always sells best.
Yeah, and so but Lynk&Co is a special because the salesman tells you, no, it's not a Chinese brand.
Yeah.
It's owned by Geely and Volvo. They share the technology and the quality with Volvo. Volvo is the safest brand in the world. Everybody know that, okay?
So this is a very trustworthy car. It takes you out, it helps you explore the world, and it has no limitations on like policies or anything like that. Yeah, that's good. So the next one is, how do you feel about this brand Lynk&Co right now at this time, 2024, with all those electric vehicles coming up?
Short term, I would say the Lynk&Co and ZEEKR have a very complicated relation.
Yeah, sure.
Same logo, the same design, but it's totally different brand. And the Lynk&Co and ZEEKR is a result of the Geely's bold strategy and hesitation about the new energy transition. The second one, 7 years ago, Lynk&Co was not focused on new energy.
Yes.
Because at that time, nobody was very confident that the EV is the future.
Yes, because the battery technology and anything like that, and all the infrastructure, all the charging spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
7 years ago, the market is totally different from today. And the German brand BBA dominates the luxury car segment. And Toyota, the Japanese brand, the American brand, captured the Chinese brand in a very low price zone. So they would like to set up a sub-brand
To go a different way.
escape from the image of low price, low quality. They want to set them free from the image. So this is why the Lynk&Co set it up by the Geely. But till now, 7 years has passed. The new energy,
It's rapid blooming.
yeah, it's blooming. So this is very embarrassed about the Lynk&Co
Yeah.
because ZEEKR is an EV brand, and the Lynk&Co is not for the EV. In terms of the Lynk&Co, the consumer will, what's the keyword come up to their mind? It's a gas car, and maybe Lynk&Co is very at sport. So this is very embarrassing today for this brand.
So you just mentioned that this car, Lynk&Co, was in a hard place they're selling gas cars, but it's not welcome or interesting to consumers anymore in person. So I would really like to know that how do you feel about this car and all those features in 2018, and how do you feel about it in your daily drive? Do you still like it, or is there anything that you're not satisfied?
Okay, 7 years ago, at that time, it's very high tech. The big screen, the voice control, the autonomous parking. Yes, it's very high tech at that time. Today, in 2024, it's like a half-finished product, especially the high tech functions. It has a big screen, but the speed of the system is too slow. I can just only use the voice control to text the address to the navigation before the purchase. Oh, it can autonomous parking. But when I drop it on the road, the recognition of the note is
shit.
It's a shit. Yeah. So the function they have, but
You don't like to use it.
yeah,
Nobody want to use it.
Nobody want to use it. So yeah, this is the shortage of this car.
Okay, I get it. So how's the car's drive feeling? Like, what's the power? I think it's a 1.5 liter turbo engine, and it's a PHEV, as in plug-in hybrid.
The power, of course, is enough for me because I'm not care about the sporty of a car.
Yeah, you're not crazy about that.
I'm not crazy about that. It's a 3-cylinder engine.
Yeah, 3-cylinder.
And this is the trouble because at that time when I bought this car, I'm not know good about the automobile. I don't know
What's good, what's bad.
good, what's bad. But now I know about the knowledge. I know about the car. I know maybe it's a badness. If you don't drive many cars, you cannot feel the shortage of the engine. But if you drive small cars, you will feel the shortage of the 3-cylinder engine of this car. Yeah, maybe we can
All right. Yeah, sure.
have a test.
Frankly speaking, this is my first time PHEV drive. Now, we're in hybrid mode, right?
Yeah.
So Charlie, you've been driving this for like more than 6 years, right?
Yeah, 6 years.
So Charlie, how much does this car cost you every month now?
This depends on the two situations. I have a charging station in my home, so I can charge every day.
So you basically use electric.
Yeah,
Every
basically
day.
use electricity. 1 month, maybe 100 yuan for the electricity. If I don't go to the suburb, go to another city, so the price is
It's pretty low, I think.
pretty low. But the electric range is only 51 kilometers range. So it's too short sometimes. That's a problem for me. It's not very convenient. But this is one situation. You don't have a charging station in your home. 1,000 yuan 1 month if you don't have a charging port in your home.
Yes, I personally spend like more than 1,000 a month because I drive like 1,500 kilometers per month. Yeah, so that would cost me a lot. I think that's one bright side of EVs in China, like because the electricity price is pretty low. I think for the whole world, in the world, it's one of the lowest electricity price, affordable for anyone. So what's the downside daily when you're driving this car? Is there anything that upsets you?
Yes, this engine is 3-cylinder engine. So if the battery runs out, you can feel the body start to shake.
You mean vibration?
Yes, vibration. You can feel the vibration of the engine. Yes, maybe this is the badness.
Okay. Can I say that I kind of like this kind of vibration because it feels like a pulse. Feels like heartbeat, but that's not the thing for most people, I think. Oh, I think I just pulled the shift pedal. I think this car picks up like, yeah, it's not a slow car at all. I like the sound. It's good. It's firm. It's not shaky at all, like any other executive cars we've driven, we've tested. This is firm.
And the power for me is enough.
So how's the space? Like, is it enough for you?
Yes, this space is totally enough.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last year I have a baby.
Okay, so you may want a bigger car.
Yeah, we need a bigger car. There are many goods. There are many things you should do.
Yeah, you have to go to the supermarket, you have to go buy some things. You have to take out the parents once in a while. So if you got a second chance back when you are 23, would you still choose this one or any other models?
If I have the chance to choose again, I would not choose this one.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to choose a classic fuel car.
Classic fuel cars.
Yeah, for example, like Toyota, Ford.
But it's still an SUV or sedan?
Sedan.
Just for yourself?
Yeah, just for myself.
So maybe smaller?
Yeah, maybe smaller. Because you know the EV, the revolution goes too fast. I would like to change a fuel car. I have the more experience and I would not miss out the glory time of the fuel car.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what would you say to our audience overseas about this brand or this car?
I would say Chinese car, the quality is very good. The reliability is very good. And you don't have to worry about it. And the second one I want to say is when you see the advertisement, when you see the promotion, you should be cautious and pay attention to whether this function is usable in your area. Because I am unlucky. I think I bought an unfinished product. So you should pay attention to these features, their usage. This is an advice and my suggestion to the audience overseas.
Well, really wise word of wisdom. Thank you for your time. So now can I drive with passion now?
Okay, just go ahead.